Welcome back to this playthrough of Prime Minister. We're playing the Clockwork 2 scenario where I started as the opposition leader, and we will jump right back into the action. We're back. A reminder of where we are. I have 38 VPs. He has 67 VPs. He is smoking me on the election projections. The one sort of silver lining, or the one ray of hope that I have, is my standing is creeping towards 9, which will give me another action cube, and his is creeping towards 8, where he will lose an action cube. But we start with bill selection, and he's going to be drawing from the cross-party deck, because one of the things he did last time was spent time decimating the number of partisans. And he will select moderate bills that are 280 or better, and he starts at 310, so moderate bills are going to be very attractive to him at this point. So we lay out 6 cross-party bills. I have, of course, done all the action cube resetting and all of that. So both of these moderate bills are within his selection range, and both of them have the highest VP. So those two are going to be the first two selected by him. Now, he's going to basically select the next one of these that hits his criteria, and it's going to be this one, because the standing is the next tiebreaker. VPs is the first tiebreaker. Standing is the next tiebreaker. So this starts at 310. This starts at 320. And this starts at 360. So it's going to be very hard to keep him from succeeding at most of these things, because he can continue to muck with the mix of moderates and partisans. So, I mean, the one saving grace is that this going up twice in the middle class is not really that helpful, but this is a horror show bill for me. He's going to go up in Farmers and Scotland. He's going to go up 2 in Farmers and Scotland. I mean, that's like a massive, massive jump. But I don't see what I could possibly do to prevent it. I mean, at this point, in one turn, he can move at 6. He's still got 80 to play with. So I think I'm in really dire straits here. I think the appearance of this card was really kind of really, really, really bad for me. Well, not much we can do, but see what we can do. He's just gonna crank the influence. This is at 310. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he'll crank the influence at least twice. And that will put both of those into passable range. I can't keep up with him in that regard. And supporters just aren't, they're just not, there aren't enough heavy hitter supporters, or either that or I haven't found them yet. All right, well, but I think that's what I've got to do. Right now, I think I'm on a hunt for cards that are going to help me with standing. I mean, I don't know whether playing that guy is at all useful. Oh, God. These are just so useless. I could go up 2 with liberals and down 1 with conservatives. Don't want to do that. Or I could send him down 1 with the liberals. Or I could go up 1 in the middle class. Or I could send him down 1 in workers. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, the best thing to do, I think, is to send him down 1 with the liberals. Just because it represents a chance, a shift of 3. And we'll do it again. Where are all the good supporter cards, man? Oh my God, I hate this card so much. I hate this card too. I can send him, basically the best I can do is send him down in Scotland. Jeez. Look, I mean, 2 favor, but lose 1 standing? Oh my god. Absolutely not. So I could send him down 1 in Scotland. Great. That's a grand total of 1. Well, frankly, I think the better thing to do is debate a bill down here. If I debate this down, then at least he'll spend all 3 cubes on influence. I mean, that's literally at this point the best I can possibly do. So frustrating. I mean, I just like supporter cards. That supporter ability, that hobnob level 2 ability, just doesn't keep pace with a card like this. I mean, admittedly, he's a 3-star, so it's supposed to be very hard, but it just feels like there's no way to keep pace with this. I mean, somehow I needed to keep these election projections in check. I didn't, and you know, that's kind of gotten completely out of control at this point, and I can't move things fast enough really to sort of get it back. Whatever, it is what it is. So we draw an event for him. Standing is less than 12. Highest bill. Well, he's going to spend 2 cubes to gain 1 standing. So at least, I mean, that does move him away from that precipice that I really liked. But at least he's spending those cubes on that rather than on potentially more useful things. So he will again shift this mix. So the good news is that he's going to prioritize this bill. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't really want him to pass this bill because the standing, I don't really want him to get that standing point, but I didn't want him to pass this bill because I think I can still use it to my advantage. But so he, having taken all of his actions, he's going to end up passing the Interpretation Act. That is 2 victory points for both of us. He gains a standing point. So from being close to losing an action cube, he is now safe, very safe. And we will now, we no challenge, no election, so we'll loop back around to the next turn. Okay, we've reset for the round. And I'm going to spend 1 cube on hobnobbing, and then I'll probably spend 1 on campaigning because I'm hoping maybe I could get a by-election card that would help. Maybe I could get, and maybe I can actually even cause him to like lose some standing. And well, I don't know what I can drop the number of seats that he has to try to get this game a little bit more in control. So anyway, we'll start with drawing 2 supporters. Oh, that's good, actually, I think. So I could campaign in Scotland, but that's not really useful. Well, this one's an easy choice. I'm going to play Prince Albert. I'm just going to go ahead and play him to increase my standing. Then I'm going to play the Duke of Wellington on top of that. So now, next round, I'll be getting a 3rd action cube, and so I can keep pace a little bit better. And then we're going to campaign. Conservatives, middle class, or workers. So we will go for the middle class. All right. So that is my turn. So now it is his turn. He is not projected to lose the next election, so he's not going to spend his time campaigning. So he is going to do influence twice. That is his priority. And the reason he's going to do influence twice is because the first influence is going to move this bill to here. That is still in his defense range. So he'll do it a second time. So he drops these to 20. He drops these to 300, or raises those to 370. So this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So he does that. And then with his last action, he's going to campaign in the Liberals, I believe. As long as he has room left, and he does have some room left. So he campaigns in the Liberals. So that is everything for him. So now he is going to, he selects a bill, and he's going to prioritize this bill, I'm pretty sure, because The middle class is actually going to get him nothing. So he will, the Crofters Holding Scotland Act, he will prioritize. So that is going to get 3 victory points for both of us. This game is very close to being over. Mercifully, I'm going to be put out of my misery. And he gains 3. So he is back up to where he is just flat out winning this election. All right, that is that. So no challenge. The one key thing this turn is that I get 3 action cubes. We'll just add 1 there. VPs have been adjusted, so we are back around. So I've got 3 actions, and I'm going to spend all 3 of them campaigning. Yes, campaigning. And I believe, if I remember correctly, I left myself room here. I can go up by 3. So that's going to drop that back to 19. Now let's see what he's going to do. First things first, he's going to draw an event. Standing is greater than 9. It is. Highest bill is greater than 320, so he will spend a cube campaigning with the Liberals. I don't think I really wanted him to do that, if I'm honest. We'll see. So his next, he is going to campaign with the Gentry, but that is pegged. So what he's actually going to do is draw a supporter card. Now that says hold for election, but there's an election coming up. So he campaigning with the Liberals is currently ineffective for him. So he's going to go to the next line and he's going to drop me with the Conservatives. That's going to be pretty effective. Yeah, unfortunately, I think we're headed for an actual, like, blowout loss in this election. So he's going to draw another supporter card. I need this supporter card to not be useful for him, but supporter cards are way more useful for him for the Clockwork than they are for me. I mean, that is just... I'm not getting any Clockwork supporters that raise me twice in like things like that. That just isn't happening to me over here, but it's happening to him quite a lot. And so now he's gonna just blow out this election. So, oh well. Okay, well, that's that. So he's gonna pass this bill. We'll cause him to go up twice in the middle class, and he's going to get a level 2 supporter. So this is not only a level 2 supporter, but it's a hold for election. So that's going to sit there for a while. I rotate it because it's a level 2 supporter. And then we hold the election. And he is slated to get 407 seats. So, frankly, he's just going to win this election. So he gets 410 seats he's up to. And the mix... 200 partisans, 320 partisans. So we'll see at this point in the next video. He is now in selection range for liberal bills. The problem is they're all like 320, right? They're practically, they start life practically past. And he's just, he's got the ability to get that up to like 410 in like, 4 actions, 5 actions. So I think this is going to be over really quickly. I think maybe one more turn and this will be over because I suspect he might get all the way to 100 in the next turn. But that is a matter for the next video where we'll start with bill selection. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. Hope you're enjoying the video. Hope you're enjoying the series. Hope you're enjoying the channel. It'd be great if you could leave comments with suggestions, like, for example, with games that you'd like to see come to the channel or improvements that we could make to the channel, or if you spot me doing anything wrong rules-wise, let me know. And definitely subscribing and hitting the notification bell for when we produce new content would be great. But we will see you in the next video on Agility Snips Gaming Table.